hundreds of seats in this gym, and you're gonna sit in this one? Good job, guys. swear they... We don't have time for this, but whatever. At this point, I'm desperate.
It's time for Tiger basketball. Join the Waynesville Lady Tigers and the Waynesville Tigers this season on 97.9 FM. Our game's brought to you by Air Serv Heating and Air, the Marys County Bank, Mailbox It, Lowe's Chevrolet, Memorial Chapels, Pepsi Cola Bottling Company, Flo's 66 Diner, Ed Morris Ford, Shelter Insurance Agents, Dave Holland in Richland and John Gregory in Crocker, and St. Robert Auto Supply. Let's go courtside and play some basketball with the Tigers and Lady Tigers in the 22-23 season.
Very good evening to you and yours. We're going to go ahead and join a game in progress here. No time for a pregame. We're already halfway through quarter number one. Apologies, a little bit of technical difficulties here tonight. Connor Harbin here with you, 97.9 The Source. We're all with the basketball here. Of course, Waynesville taking on the Rolla Bulldogs. John Papadakis hits a shot from the right baseline. That'll make it 5-2 in favor of Rolla. So we didn't miss much, but we are 4:19 remaining in the first quarter. Kind of give you information as we go along here. So here's a foul up the floor. Right sideline going to be called against the Bulldogs. Foul going to be called on Cameron Cooper. His first personal. First team foul charged here to Rolla. Starters out on the floor here for Waynesville. Elijah Griffin, Tyreek Brooks, Luther Sapanzik, Rayshawn Fowler, Nico Fowl. Business as usual for the Waynesville starting lineup. Here's a nice pass inside. Luther Sapanzik on the right block. He'll put it up and in off the glass for two. Cut the Rolla lead to 1 here at 5-4. Papadakis with it, going to take another open left corner three. No good. Long rebound. Fowler trying to haul it in here. Has to leap. Finds Brooks up the sideline. He's able to dribble around. Brooks looking to go with the full length of the floor. Stops top of the key. Going to take an open three for the lead. Left side of the rim. Long rebound. They're going to let it go out of bounds. Rolla will. And that'll be Bulldog basketball. Get a substitution here for Waynesville. Jaden Cruz into the ball game. By the way, starters here for Rolla. Cameron Cooper out on the floor. Looks like you also have out there Ethan Brown, who brings it across half court. Brown, a freshman, trying to pass it inside to Foster, but foul there to tip it away. Back into Waynesville's hands. Fowler off to the right side. Brooks going to bring it up to the wing. Brooks lost the dribble, stolen away by Rolla. Papadakis coming up the right sideline here. He'll be met by Fowler. Pass in the corner. Here's Cooper driving right baseline. Dumps it off. Foster, left block. Trying to go up with it. Ends up being a jump ball. Possession arrow pointing back toward Waynesville. I believe it was Fowler who got a hand on that. That's Foster, 6'8". How about 6'8" Luke Foster? Tried to go up with the shot. Another substitution here for Waynesville. Elijah Griffin back in the ball game. He replaces Foul for the time being. Waynesville 8-13 on the campaign. Lost earlier this week here to West Plains. Trying to get back in the win column here tonight. Fowler cross half court to Brooks, now to Griffin. Stands at the volleyball line to the right side on over to Fowler. Looks to be a 2-3 zone here for the Bulldogs of Rolla. Rolla winners the last time these two teams met. Won by 26, so Waynesville also looking for a measure of revenge tonight. That back at the St. James tournament. Griffin to the left elbow, pass it back outside to Sapanzik. Sapanzik trying to pass it back to the wing. It's stolen by Papadakis. Big jump stop here. Left side layup is good. Papadakis with all 7 of Rolla's points so far in this one. And it's a 3-point lead, 7-4. Rolla with the full court press. Waynesville passing it around side to side. Griffin back to Fowler. Have to get across quickly here. Fowler going to try to punch his way through, and he does. Pass off to Cruz. Back to Fowler now. Fowler double teamed on the sideline, but able to pass it off top to Griffin. Griffin driving middle of the lane. He'll dump it off left block. Here's Sapanzik for 2. He's got himself another one. Sapanzik now with 4. Off to a hot start. 7-6. Amari Terrell will pass it away over to Foster. Get it back. Pump fake started by Sapanzik. Around the perimeter over to Papadakis. Papadakis wing to wing over to Foster. Setting up for 3. Too far to the right. He's got the rebound. Nobody does. It's out of bounds. But they'll say it was last touched by Rolla. It's Waynesville ball. JV game went in favor of Waynesville today. Waynesville Junior Varsity winning that one 27-25, I do believe is your final score in that one. Low scoring affair, but Waynesville able to win the defensive battle. Fun contest to watch. As Waynesville tries to make it a twofer tonight. Crossing half court, here's Griffin. Brings it slowly to the top of the key. Nobody guarding him. 90 seconds here on the clock. Griffin seemingly no hurry. Still just dribbling around the volleyball court here. Now Rolla going to get up and guard. Griffin going to go over to the left wing. There's 2 sides of it here. Rolla need to get that 5-second count going. Here's a ball tipped out of bounds. Past the baseline. We'll stay here with Waynesville. It's one thing to dribble around the volleyball court line and just kind of run some clock. It's another thing to just sit back in your zone. People more sensitive to those kinds of things nowadays. Here's the ball thrown all the way back across half court. Griffin going to pick it up. He'll cross half court here. Dribbling on over to his left. Ball stripped away here. Passed up the floor. Papadakis on the right side layup. And it's good. Papadakis now with 9. Brooks stands near the volleyball line looking to set something up. Brooks over to the left side. Griffin. On over to Fowler to the right wing over to Brooks. Brooks off to Cruz. Cruz shot from the right baseline is no good. Rebounded here by Foster. Foster going to travel with it. Ball's going to come right back to Waynesville. The Tigers again take over. 19.3 here on the clock. It'll be Griffin inbound here from the sideline. He'll toss it back on over to Fowler. Fowler will hand it on over. Here's Brooks. Brooks going to be met here by Brown. 9 seconds on the clock now. Screen set to the right. Brooks looking to go all the way in here. Left elbow. Fighting through contact. Whistle and a foul. Brooks will head to the line shooting 2. Foul's going to be called here on Luke Foster. Picks up his first. Team second. Brooks sets up for the first of 2. First shot's away. First shot is good. Bounces in off the front of the rim. Cuts the Rolla lead to 2 now. 9-7. Jaden Cruz back in the ballgame here for Waynesville. Brooks sets up for number 2. Shots away, and it's good. So Brooks goes 2 for 2. Cuts the lead to 1. 9-8. Waynesville pressuring the full length of the floor here as Rolla will pass it back. Now going to look up the sideline. Ball on over to Papadakis. 3 seconds now. Shot from the volleyball court lines. Much too high. Terrell picks it up. The last second shot's no good either. And we'll head on in to quarter number 2. So, after one, a very quick first quarter. Or maybe it seems that way because we only covered half of it. But it is going to be just a 1-point lead here for Rolla at 9-8. We'll go ahead and take ourselves a 60-second timeout. Of course, we'll let a few sponsors identify themselves. You're listening to Tiger Basketball, 97.9 The Source.
Gasco Sage Electric is owned by their consumer members who use their electricity and other services. They've been providing services to Camden, Marys, Miller, Phelps, and Pulaski counties since 1945. Much like electricity, Gasco Sage considers broadband internet to be an essential service, not just in the big cities, but right here in the rural communities they serve. They work hard at making a difference in the futures of the communities they serve. As a new G-Tech Fiber customer, you can soon be part of their high-speed fiber-to-home broadband network. Give them a call today, 573-759-7146.
Turn on the heat. Call AirServe Heating and Air in West Waynesville and get your existing system checked and serviced. If it's time to step up and get a new system, the Luxair high-performance heating and air equipment is top of the line. Luxair sets the standard year in and year out with new features and innovations in the industry and has since 1954. Your Luxair system is just a phone call away at AirServe Heating and Air at 433-3613 or stop by the office on Historic Route 66 in West Waynesville and ask about the Luxair Advantage.
Back here once again at the Rolla High School Gymnasium. About to start the second quarter of play in this one. 9-8 our score. Waynesville adding a couple free throws just before the end of the quarter to cut the lead here to 1. Waynesville, a very patient style of play here. Remember, trying to get the win back off of Rolla. These two teams met earlier in the year. Game we did not cover 97.9 The Source. We were doing the Iberia tournament at the time. But it was a big win for Rolla. John Papadakis with the basketball. He's got all 9 of Rolla's points here tonight. Waynesville, they've split their points across 2 different scores. Top of the key, here is Nick Shelton. Over to the left wing and back up top on over to Brown. Brown on over to Papadakis. Wing to wing, stolen away here by Fowler. Fowler being chased down here, has to focus in the middle of the lane. Stops on the left block, shot's good. Waynesville back out in front. Fowler with his first 2 points of the game. It's 10-9 now. Brown over to Papadakis, left wing, going up top to Shelton. Shelton to the left side, again Papadakis. Inside over to Terrell. Terrell, one dribble, back outside. Shelton three-pointer, no good. Brooks fighting for the rebound inside. He's able to haul it in. Another new player in the ball game here, Easton Smith in the game for the Bulldogs. A large Rolla roster. Had to cut some names out of the scorebook, so I'm kind of adding them on the fly here. But Smith, he's a freshman, getting some minutes. Here's Griffin, top of the key, near the volleyball line. Get it back to be on the volleyball line, listening in for orders from Coach Pills. Smith going to approach. 5-second count begins. Ball handed off to Fowler. In trouble on some sideline. Buck going to find a pass once more to Griffin. Griffin now in trouble in the corner here, trying to create some space. Finds a nice pass inside to Foul. Foul unable to finish, though. Had the bunny on the right block, but couldn't put it in. Deep three, Easton Smith back the other way, right side of the rim. That'll head out of bounds, and it'll be Waynesville ball once more. Couple more substitutions here for Rolla. Luke Foster, Aaron Cook in the ball game here. Cook, 5'8" senior guard. And, of course, we mentioned Luke Foster, 6'8", a senior as well. Waynesville outsized inside tonight. We'll see how Foul handles it. We'll see how Sapanzik handles it. See anybody inside who handles it tonight. Here's Brooks going all the way in. Right block. Has it ripped away, but picks it back up. Turnaround jumper's good. So Brooks rightfully lost the basketball, but picked it back up and then completes the shot for two. Here comes Foster, middle of the lane. Picks up the dribble. Sends it underneath to Cook. Right wing Shelton, up top Smith. Smith going to try another deep three. That one, good. Didn't get the first one. Excuse me, not Smith, but rather Brown. Ethan Brown. Kind of combined the two there. Going to be a traveling violation. And I'll go ahead and apologize in advance for the two fans to my left, who sat right on some signs saying don't sit there and have decided they want to say some things tonight. Here's Aaron Cook, top of the key. Pass over to the left wing Foster. He's going to look for three in the lead. Front of the rim, no good. Rebounded by Foul. We're all tied up here, 12 apiece. Fowler up the left sideline here. Going to bring it to the wing and up top over to Brooks. Brooks to the right side. Here's Griffin. Back to Brooks now. 5:20 left to go in the half. Here's Griffin on the wing. Guarded closely by Cook. Now going to center the basketball beyond the volleyball line. To the left wing here, Fowler. Fowler surveying the floor, but will pass it back around the perimeter to Brooks. Brooks looking right baseline. Has it poked away by Cook. But it goes out of bounds. It stays with Waynesville. Brooks going to pass it all the way down the floor over to Griffin. He'll have to cross back across half court. Going over to the left wing now, Fowler. Fowler to Griffin. Rolla still in a 2-3 zone as Griffin moves toward his right. Guarded here by Brown. As Griffin goes to the left wing. Tom to Fowler. Fowler over to the left wing, Griffin. Griffin going to settle for the three. Got it. Nothing but net. Waynesville back out in front. Elijah Griffin good for three. 15-12. Waynesville with its first three of the night. Here's Foster, middle of the lane. The runner with the right hand. Good. Foster matches back the other way with a two-pointer of his own. Leads cut to one. 15-14. Here's Griffin. Gives it off over to Fowler. Fowler moving toward his left. Ball tipped out of bounds. Stays here with Waynesville. Cameron Cooper going to check back in the ball game now for Rolla. He replaces Terrell. Waynesville sets to inbound the basketball here from the sideline. Brooks trying to go in the corner here, but again, it's knocked loose by Cook. Still, once again, stays with Waynesville. We'll just move slightly to our left. And we'll do it over again this time. 4:07 again left to go in this first half. Ball's inbound to Griffin, to Fowler, and around over to Sapanzik. Entry pass inside to Foul, back outside to Sapanzik now. Under some pressure on the free throw line, out to Griffin, looking for another three, rolls out, no good, rebounded by Cook. Foul off the rebound here, picked up by Waynesville. Foul picked up by Sapanzik, that's his second. Bulldogs bring it back the other way. Chance for Rolla to take the lead by 3 or by 2. Ball entered inside, dumped off to Foster. Foster right block, up and under with it. It's good. Foster's got himself another basket. Back-to-back buckets for Foster. And Rolla leads again, 16-15. Griffin moving to his right here, guarded by Cook. Passing it over to the right side, Fowler. To the wing, to the corner now, Sapanzik driving right baseline, met by Foster. Steps through, dumps it off to Foul. Foul trying to use his body there. Gets the puck in the foul. Gets the 2 underneath. Foul's going to be called on Luke Foster, his second. Oh, excuse me. Foul's on Aaron Cook. Yes, from behind. Thought the foul might have been with the body. So, not the second on Foster, but rather the first on Cook, excuse me. But the 2 points do count for foul. And he'll get a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play. Now from the line, free throw up, free throw good. Waynesville again leads by 2. It's 18-16. Pressure broken here by Rolla. Foster going to put the ball on the floor. Stands top of the key, going to float one out to the left side. I'm looking for another three-pointer. That's back of the rim, no good. Loose ball on the rebound, still popping around there. Out of bounds it goes. Who touched it last? They'll say it was last touched by Waynesville. I think they'll say it was last off of the leg of Nico Fowl. So Rolla inbound from underneath. Right side of the basket. Going to go out to the opposite corner. Going to find Nick Shelton. Shelton going to bring it out to the wing. Back beyond over to Cook. Cook on over to, that'll be Brown. Pass inside here. Foster, turnaround jumper. Again, good. Foster 2 shots now from that 8 to 10 foot range. He ties it back up here at 18. Waynesville already approaching its total, by the way, from that first game. Waynesville defensively was able to keep Rolla within that 55 to 60 range we see Waynesville do so often. He scored 26 in that game. Here's Brooks, runner across the middle of the lane, trying to match, shot for shot, no good. Long rebounds, brought in by Griffin. Brooks again controlling the basketball, heel back at beyond. Setting up the offense here. Now going to hand it off to Fowler. Brooks moving up to the elbow. Foul, top of the key. Going over to his right. Now on over to Fowler now. Pass back on over to Brooks. Under 2 minutes left to go in the half now. On over to Fowler. Fowler back to Brooks on the right wing. Settling for the deep 3. Got it! Deep 3, Tyreek Brooks. Making a 3-point lead, 21-18. Here comes Cooper. Cooper off to Brown. Inside, Foster working on the left block, trying to work through Sapanzik. Pass back out to the opposite corner. 3-pointer here for Shelton's no good. Ball popping around on the rebound. Ends up loose on the floor. It's picked up by Brooks. 3-on-3, back the other direction. Here comes Brooks. Gonna bring it to the right block. Shot up and away. No good. Off the glass. It's rebounded here by Foster. Brown going to cross half court. Met by Griffin. To the right wing to Foster. 1:09 left to go. Foster, left block. Works through. Shot too short. Rebounded by Sapanzik. Brooks getting his orders from Coach Pills as he again crosses up the right side of the floor. Might we see Waynesville try to run some clock off here. We know they can be patient. Fowler, though, guarded closely. Inside, middle of the lane. Here comes Brooks. Off the rim and in. Brooks has himself another 2. The lead's 5, 23-18. 38 seconds left to go in the half. Here comes Brown working through traffic. Layup left short. Fighting for his own rebound here. It goes out of bounds. They'll say last touch by Waynesville on the way out. Coach Pills does not agree with that call down there, but it will stay with the Bulldogs. Brown to inbound, quickly does so. Cooper takes it on the left wing. Off to Brown. Brown shot off the back of the rim, rebounded by Waynesville. Waynesville going to slow it down here. They're going to look for the final shot of the half. Brooks comes across the line. Going at the volleyball line. Out with the basketball here. Ooh, nice. Going around the back there to keep it away from Cooper. But he'll hand it on back over to Brooks. Brooks, top of the key. Deep 3 to end the half. No, front of the rim. Rebounded, though, by Sapanzik. He'll try to put it back up. Too short. No good. But it'll be a 5-point Waynesville lead here at the break. So Waynesville, just 26 points in the first meeting between these two teams this year. They've got 23 here at the half. So a 5-point Waynesville lead, 23-18. We'll go ahead and do what we always do. Let's go ahead and make it an extended timeout here. We'll go ahead and make it about a 3-4 minute timeout. We'll let a few sponsors identify themselves to make up for the pregame. We'll come back here in just a moment. You're listening to Waynesville Tiger Basketball. It's 97.9 The Source.
Mailbox It in St. Robert is now your complete shipping headquarters. Mailbox It is a UPS authorized shipping agent. They can ship your package UPS, accept UPS drop-offs, and can accept UPS returns with a shipping label. Add FedEx and the United States Postal Service, and why go anywhere else? Mailbox It is the go-to resource for packing, shipping, printing, and business service needs. Mailbox It is a copy, print, and document service center. They can even print your photos and canvases. Mailbox It, 213 Suite 3, St. Robert Boulevard.
The trucks are coming in and coming in. Lowe Chevrolet in Waynesville has vehicles on the lot with your name on it. Stop by and check out the selection. Take your pick and drive off the lot today with a new or pre-owned vehicle of your choice. Lowe Chevrolet can help you with financing, service, and so much more. Serving the community you live in for over 30 years. Lowe Chevrolet, off I-44, exit 156 in Waynesville.
Fall is in the air, but this family is in turmoil. Here's Mom, Dad, and even little Sally. Why are they upset? Well, there's the laundry, the dishes, the floors, the office, the yard work and PTA, the homework, soccer, and dance class. And nobody has time to cook a good meal. All right, family, now huddle up. Here's the plan.
Home Plate Grill of Dixon is not only the place to get a great home-cooked meal anytime, but you also get outstanding service that is quick and affordable. Home Plate Grill of Dixon, down-home comfort food and exceptional service that keeps you coming back again and again.
Hi, this is Brad Shelton at the Marys County Bank. Every day, the Marys County Bank touches every corner of your life and supports you as you turn your life's goals into accomplishments. Whether it's purchasing your first car, opening a small business, buying a home, planning a wedding, or preparing for retirement. From your first car to a new life after retirement, the Marys County Bank is there for all your life's milestones with our full line of products. Stop by one of our 10 locations and see how the Marys County Bank can support your dreams. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
An independent company, family-owned and operated. That's Frisco Fuel LLC in Stoutland, bringing the fuel you need to the farm and the business to keep things running and the production moving forward. Frisco Fuel LLC is a fuel delivery service located on Keepsake Road in the Frisco Lee community of Stoutland. Their high-quality products, reliable on-time deliveries, competitive prices, and friendly customer service set them apart from all the competition. And with 24/7 service, Frisco Fuel is there when you need them, and they're just a phone call away at 417-763-3835. When the fuel on the farm or your business is running low, call Frisco Fuel, and the delivery trucks will be on their way.
Role models are more important than ever in today's society. You can serve as a role model for others the next time you display good sportsmanship at a high school athletic event. Good sports are winners and are also vital to preserving our fine sports traditions. So the next time you attend a sporting event, remember to be a good sport and help rekindle the spirit of citizenship. This message has been brought to you by your friends at the Missouri State High School Activities Association and this local radio station.
What if you stepped out of the picture tonight? How would you want to be remembered? And who would make decisions about planning your funeral service? This is Martin Vernon, owner of Memorial Chapels and Crematory. We help families create meaningful services that respect and honor the memory of their loved one's life. At Memorial Chapels and Crematory, we offer our support and guidance when your family needs us the most.
Happy New Year from everyone at Ed Morse Ford in St. Robert. I'm Mike Freeman, and I'd like to invite you to start the new year in a new Ford. Hurry in now to take advantage of 0% financing for 36 months with approved credit on new 2022 F-150s and select SUVs. Plus, get a $1,000 rebate and huge Ed Morse discounts. Visit Ed Morse Ford in St. Robert today or shop online at edmorsefordstrobert.com and find out what it means to be backed by Morse. Offer in January 31st. See dealer for details.
Here once again at the Rolla High School Gymnasium. We are at halftime, a bit of an extended half here tonight, as they are honoring members of the Rolla Hall of Fame, 4th annual class, as I understand it. So a big night here for the Rolla fans as they induct some more names into their Hall of Fame. Actually, Hall of Fame night in my alma mater, at my hometown, Nevada, as well. My old high school basketball coach being inducted here tonight. So cool coincidence, but we go ahead and move on with the game at hand. 5-point advantage for Waynesville here at the break. 23-18. Our score as Waynesville was able to pick up the scoring in the second quarter. Just 8 points in that first quarter. They were able to keep it within one. It was 9-8 at the break, but a 15-9 second quarter doing some work right now for the Tigers. So let's go ahead and take a look here at individual scoring numbers here for you in this one. First of all, taking a look at Rolla. Rolla, half their points from one man. That would be John Papadakis. He's got 9 points, all of which came in the first quarter. He was off to a hot start. Actually had all 9 points for Rolla in that first quarter. So good start there. Waynesville going to need to do a better job of locking him down if he starts looking to shoot once again. That was 3 shots inside the three-point line and then a three-pointer there as well. Luke Foster, the 6'8 senior, he's been working inside. He's actually got a nice mid-range jump shot, kind of a nice little runner there. He's got 6 points, so look for Waynesville to maybe make some adjustments there, maybe take away that mid-range jumper. He's got, again, 6, and then Ethan Brown, the freshman, had a three-pointer for himself there. One of 2 threes in the first half for Rolla. Again, 9 points in the first quarter, 9 points in the second quarter. They've got 18 here at the half. Now we take a look at Waynesville. 8 points again in that first quarter, but 23 points at the half. Game's only double-digit score coming from the Waynesville side. That would be 11 points for Tyreek Brooks, 4 of which were in that first quarter, 7 of which were in the second quarter. Had himself a 2-pointer, a 3-pointer, then a 2-pointer there as well. So Brooks off to a good start here tonight with those 11 points. How about 4 other scores here for Waynesville? Luther Sapanzik had himself a couple buckets in that first quarter. Elijah Griffin's got 3, as well as Nico Fowl. Fowl had the and 1. Griffin had the 3-pointer. And then Rayshawn Fowler, he's got 2 points there at the moment as well. So again, 8 points at the end of the first quarter and 23 at the end of the first half. So it's a story we saw just yesterday. Waynesville leading here at the break, a narrow lead at the break. Waynesville gonna need to lock it down here once again. We saw what happened back in Waynesville, and obviously it's 2 different situations. It's kind of 2 different teams, but it really kind of rings true. You're gonna have to keep doing what made you successful in that first half. If that means slowing it down a little bit, that is certainly the case. We've definitely seen Waynesville play a very patient game of basketball here tonight. And it's really kind of gotten Rolla out of its rhythm. Again, this is a Rolla team that averages about 62 points a game here this season. And while we've got some time, let's go ahead and talk about that. Let's go ahead and compare our 2 teams. Normally something we do during the pregame, but like I said, it's a longer halftime. We have the time to do that here tonight. Rolla 14-7 on the season, and of course Waynesville 8-13. Waynesville 2-3 at home, 2-3 on the road. Rolla, meanwhile, they are 9-1. Here at home. They are actually a team that does play quite a bit more home games. Of course, you can also point back to that Rolla Invitational Tournament that Rolla took part in. I don't know if those count as tourney games or home games or not, but either way, they're very good at defending their home court. They are 9-1 here at home this season. Rolla again 2-3 on the road, 3-3 in neutral site games. Waynesville, they average 48.3 points a game this season. They allow 52.3 points a game this season. Rolla, they score 61 points a game this season and allow 55.1 points a game there as well. Some common opponents, both teams lost to Bolivar. Bolivar, a 28-point win over Rolla. You might remember it was a narrow loss for Waynesville. Actually lost on a game-winning bucket there, 52-49. Rolla with a win over Camdenton. We're still waiting for the results from that Lakers-Tigers game ourselves, or we're still waiting for it to be rescheduled. Guess the best way to put it. Waynesville defeated Glendale. Rolla lost to Glendale there, so again, a bit of a differential there. But where you do see some differences is Truman. Of course, you might remember that Rolla tournament. Waynesville got a crack at Truman for a chance to play in the championship. They lost 49-44. Rolla actually won the championship. They won their own tournament there with a 55-52 win over Truman there. Both teams defeated Warrensburg again in that same tournament. Waynesville, they won against Warrensburg to secure 3rd place. Rolla won to advance to the championship. And then I believe that is all. That is all the common opponents we've seen. Not a whole lot of in-conference crossover between our 2. Rolla on a 4-game winning streak in the series. Last time out again, 54-28. The last year, 47-39. The year before that, 74-71. And the year before that, 73-58. So a lot on the line here for Waynesville. Definitely a reason to play the game. You know, one of your nearest opponents. Definitely a bit of a rivalry between Waynesville and Rolla. This win is definitely one that I think most people kind of want, if they're maybe a little bit more than others, I would say. I know, I'm starting to lean into the rivalries a little bit more through my time here in Waynesville. I would be remiss if I said I didn't want this win as well. I want every, but winning over an in-conference rival, always a little bit sweet. We're going to go ahead and take ourselves another break. We've got about 5.5 minutes left to go in this halftime period. Take ourselves, let's say 3 minutes Come back in 3 minutes, and then we'll talk over what we've got for you coming up next week. So we've got, again, another 4 games set to broadcast for you. So we're going to go ahead and take 3 minutes. You're listening to Tiger Basketball. It's 97.9 The Source.
Wondering where to go for care at Phelps Health? For non-life-threatening conditions that require ongoing care and prevention, like annual checkups or colds, make an appointment with one of our primary care providers. When you need immediate attention for non-life-threatening health matters, like a cut that may require stitches, our immediate care clinics in Rolla and Waynesville are here to help. And if you're experiencing life-threatening medical issues, the Phelps Health Emergency Department is committed to caring for you when you need it most. Visit phelpshealth.org to learn more.
When the chaos is over and the dust settles, it's a relief to see that big old tree you've always loved still there, unharmed and confident. Confidence that brings about trust and comfort from a full-service bank right here in your own community. Your one stop for savings, checking, home equity and auto loans, and CDs and money markets. That's your protection from the storm.
The Bank of Iberia in 2 locations, Iberia and Waynesville. Come on in to the Bank of Iberia.
In sports, success is measured in the number of points scored, in games won, and in championships earned. At Shelter Insurance, we measure success in the quality of our products and services, in our community support, and being there when you need us. In fact, 9 out of 10 people surveyed with a claim would recommend Shelter to a friend. Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
For a free insurance review,
for auto, home, life, farm, or business insurance, see me, John Gregory, your Shelter Insurance agent in Crocker.
Or stop by and see me, Dave Howlett, your Shelter Insurance agent in Richland.
New Year's savings all the way through February at St. Robert Auto Supply, your Napa parts store. Get $20 to $25 rebates on the purchase of Legend and Legend Premium AGM and AAA branded automotive batteries. Since it's the coldest time of the year, several Napa brand battery chargers are on sale too, as well as booster cables. Save 50% on Napa night vision headlights. All the oil and antifreeze you'll ever need, you'll find at St. Robert Auto Supply. And pick up a gallon jug of Peak Window De-Icer Windshield Wash in anti-frost purple for $49. This and more at your Napa parts store, St. Robert Auto Supply, where you get the good stuff 7 days a week.
From short stacks to family memories, from cuddly companions to outdoor adventures, the Bank of Missouri is here for all of life's moments. As a local community bank, we work closely with our customers to understand their priorities and the changes that affect their finances. So whether you need us to be the bank of pancake breakfasts, the bank of new best friends, or the bank of fireside memories, the Bank of Missouri can help you live well, bank well.
Tonight's game is not only a competitive contest between these 2 schools, but it's also an educational experience for the students involved. Because high school activities are about learning life values, your friends at this local radio station and the Missouri State High School Activities Association remind everyone to do their part in keeping our hometown sports a positive experience for everyone. When you attend your next game, do your part to help rekindle the spirit of citizenship by showing good sportsmanship. You'll be teaching a positive lesson, and you'll be preserving a proud tradition in the state of Missouri.
Back here once again at the Rolla High School Gymnasium. We are at halftime still. Again, a longer halftime here this evening because of the inductions to the Rolla High School Hall of Fame. But we are about a minute and a half away, so with the remaining time we have, I want to go ahead and go over our upcoming schedule here for Waynesville Tiger Athletics. Of course, another 4 basketball games next week, and it starts on Monday. We'll have a game for you on Monday. Waynesville on the road, I do believe. Yep, it will be the Lady Tigers. They are heading to Lebanon. So another short 30-minute drive for me. I'm going to go down, get some Slim Chickens, have myself a very good time, and then we'll watch some Lady Tiger basketball, trying to get back into the win column are the Lady Tigers. That'll be a 7 o'clock start on, again, Monday, February 13th. But then, the next day after that, back here to Waynesville, or back to Waynesville, I guess I should say. We are in Rolla here tonight, after all. But we will be back in Waynesville, as Waynesville will take on Lebanon Upper, or should I say, the Waynesville boys will take on the Lebanon boys. A much better way to say that there. Again, another 7 o'clock start right here, 97.9, The Source. Then we take Wednesday off, as we always do. We'll have another couple games on Thursday and Friday of that next week. On the road on the 17th. Excuse me. How about on the road? Or should I say, let's try this once more. At home on the 16th. We'll see the Waynesville Lady Tigers in action. They will be at home taking on the Parkview Lady Vikings. That'll be a fun one for you. Parkview a little bit under 500. Waynesville a little bit 500 as well. And then on Friday, head on out to Springfield once more for the boys matchup. Waynesville against Parkview. So we're going to see Lebanon next week. We're going to see Parkview. Should be 4 very good games. I will say the boys game on Friday against Parkview, that is a 7:30 start on the schedule. But as I always say, I would tune in a fair 30 minutes to 45 minutes beforehand, just in case things do get started a little bit early. This game did get going a little bit earlier than planned here tonight, even though I know we had some technical difficulties and we kind of had to skip the whole pregame in a little bit of that first quarter. But it will be Waynesville to start the quarter with the basketball, again leading 23-18. That is our current score. See if Waynesville can hold on to this one. We'll see what adjustments both teams have made. Here's a ball tipped out of bounds right from the get-go. Ethan Brown got a hand on the inbounds pass, but it stays with Waynesville. We'll move down the sideline here. On the floor for Waynesville, going to be your starters. That, of course, is Griffin, Brooks, Sapanzik, Fowler, and Fowles. This time, Griffin able to handle it cleanly as he'll bring it up the floor. 16 minutes to decide a winner in this one. Griffin to the top of the key, moving to his right, to the corner over to Sapanzik. Trying to enter a pass inside here. Brooks, whistle, and a foul charge into Brooks. So Brooks will pick up the foul, his first. Rolla bringing it back the other way. Brown to the corner. Papadakis looking for three. Got it. That's a player I don't want to get hot again. Able to keep him off the board in the second quarter, but draining the first 3 here in the third. Lead down to 2, 23-21. Now top of the key, going to hand it off to Sapanzik. Driving in all the way to the right block now, met by Foster. Turns around, trying to go up with it. Whistle and a foul. 2 shots incoming here for Sapanzik. Foul's going to be called on John Papadakis, his first, team first here in the third quarter. Sapanzik's first free throw is good. Sapanzik now with 5 tonight, had 4 in the first half. Couple 2-pointers in the first quarter. Second free throw on its way. That one also good. So Sapanzik sinks both. Waynesville a perfect 5 for 5 from the line tonight. It's 25-21. Still waiting on a first trip to the line tonight for Rolla. Too many free throws, but they've all been toward Waynesville. Here's a shot from the left elbow. No good. Brought off the rim by Brooks. Haven't had too many fouls this game. We'll see if that changes in the second half tonight. Told myself I wouldn't get bitter about the last couple games, but here I am. I'll try to keep my cool tonight, I promise. Griffin back beyond the volleyball line. Screen set by Foul going to his left. Not going to take it. Instead, just going to pass it off to Foul. Foul going to hand it off on over to Brooks now. Brooks moving to his right here. 3-pointer, top of the key. Whistle to foul. 3 free throws incoming here for Brooks. Foul's going to be charged here to Cameron Cooper. The Rolla crowd not too happy with it. Cooper, meanwhile, seems fine with it down there. Brooks takes the first and misses. Two more incoming here for Brooks. That Waynesville's first miss of the ball game. Second free throw is good. Got it to go in off the rim. 12 points for Brooks now. 26-21, back to where we started the half. Third free throw is also good. Misses the first, second one off the rim, third one, nothing but net. So it'll be a 6-point Waynesville lead now, 27-21. Brown with it, moving toward his left, screen set by Foster, settling for the deep 3, back of the rim, high rebound, there to bring it in, that's foul. Now we'll find an outlet pass in Griffin, he'll bring it up the right sideline. Coming back to his left, guarded very closely by Brown, almost pokes it away. But Griffin gathers it, passes it off over to Foul. Foul back now to Brooks, screen set by Foul. Brooks looking to move to his left here, settles for the mid-range jumper, front of the rim, no good. Ball still popping around, brought down by Brown. Brown looking to attack the basket here, going to go all the way in, underhanded layup, that's going to be goaltending. Charge to Waynesville, count the bucket here. for Brown. Ball's inbound here to Fowler. He'll give it back to Brooks now. Brooks going to dribble through the double team. Dumps it off to Sapanzik on the right block. Nicely done on the press break. Sapanzik's got 2. 8 points for Sapanzik now. 29-23. Another 3 here for Brown. On target. Yes, it is. Lead back to 3 now. 29-26. Fowler coming up the sideline here. Trying to go through Foster. Right side layup. Good. Nicely done there by Fowler to attack the basket. I love the aggressiveness we've seen over the past couple games for Fowler, especially when it comes to attacking the basket. As he gets around Foster and brings it all the way in to bring the lead back out to 5. It's a timeout taken here by Waynesville. It's a 30-second timeout. Tell you what, let's go ahead and keep it right here once more. We've already picked up the scoring a little bit here in this quarter. Waynesville, again, they've already crossed what they were able to score in the first meeting between these two teams. Need to cross 28, now have 31. Briefly traded leads back and forth in that first and second quarter, but able to find themselves a little bit of momentum before the break. So definitely like what we're seeing from the Waynesville offense here tonight. Still plenty of time on the clock, and they need to continue doing what you're doing here. So we'll come out of the Waynesville timeout. They'll have 4 remaining. That's our first timeout of the ball game. It'll be Rolla ball. They'll go the length of the floor. 5:34 left to go in the third. To be precise by the Wens. Aaron Cook inbounds it to Brown. Brown pass up the floor. Papadakis back on over to Cook. Cook trying to go inside to Foster. Stolen away by Waynesville. Here comes Brooks. Brooks spinning to his right here. Trying to get around Cook. Lost it, but he's fouled. He'll head to the line for 2. Another big reason for Waynesville's success tonight. So far, they've really been able to keep Foster from getting that ball on the blocks. Foul's going to be charged here on Aaron Cook, his second. That's going to be the third charge to Rolla. First free throw up for Brooks. Front of the rim, no good. He'll get a second, though. Chance to put the lead back out to 6. See Jaden Cruz in a moment. He's to the scoring table, as Brooks does sink number 2. Brooks 3 points in the quarter, 14 overall, 14 to the 32. Cruz replaces Foul for the time being. Foul will take a seat. We'll see if it's just a quick rest here. Brown met by Fowler, but going to pass it across the half-court line. Going to go over to Cook. To Brown now. Brown dumps it off to Foster. Foster left elbow, out to the corner. Papadakis for another 3. Yes, it is. Papadakis, his third 3 of the game. Back to 3 now, 32-29. Get a hand on the face of Papadakis. Need to know where he's at on the floor at all times. Here comes Griffin. Free throw line out to the corner. Cruz right on back to Griffin. Griffin over to Fowler. Going to bring it out to the volleyball line near the right sideline, near the Waynesville bench. To the right wing. Going to try to go all the way in. Hands it off to Sapanzik, but a foul's first. Tell you what, I would have taken the basket there. It was a nice pass, setting Sapanzik up on the block with nobody around. But it is still going to be a foul. It's going to be a foul charge here to John Papadakis, his second. Brooks to inbound here from the baseline. Trouble finding a target. Going to give it off in the corner to Cruz. Cruz passing it off to Fowler here on the right wing. Picks up the dribble. Back to Cruz. Back to Fowler. Fowler guarded by Terrell. Guarded by Papadakis. Looking for the trap. Fowler going to leap. Finds Brooks. Brooks hung up a little bit there by Brooks. Now going to go through. Left side layup. There for him. Brooks, his first shot from the field here in quarter number 3. Here's a pass down the floor. Papadakis on the left wing. Picked up by Sapanzik. Inside here to Fowler. Fowler, big jump stop. Shot on the left block was good. Foul not out there on the floor right now, so Waynesville very much outsized at the moment. Foster has himself 8 points now. Here's a whistle and a foul, trying to poke it loose. Trying to poke it loose was Brown. He's going to be charged with the foul instead. That's number 1. Team foul number 5. Brooks to inbound. He'll toss it back to Fowler. Fowler met by Terrell. Fowler fades toward the left sideline here. Back to his right in the volleyball line. Still guarded. Here he goes. Fowler to the right block. Going to now drive right baseline here. In a little bit of trouble. Swings it out to Cruz on the left wing. Cruz now going to try to attack the basket. To Sapanzik underneath. Good for another 2. Sapanzik finding a lot of success and just sneaking down on the blocks. Waynesville also doing a great job of pulling away defenders inside. Here's Foster for three from the left wing. Back of the rim. Brought in by Griffin. Griffin going to slow things up here as he crosses half court. Now hands it over to Fowler. Fowler going to be met here by Papadakis. Fowler going to his left. Now to the left corner. Over to Brooks now. Center of the floor near the half court line. Brooks over to Sapanzik. Back to Fowler now. Just over 3 minutes left to go in the quarter. Fowler spinning to his right. Middle of the lane now. Going to settle for the jumper. Left side of the rim, no good. Loose rebound here. Ball goes out. They'll say last touch by Sapanzik. It'll be Rolla ball. A couple more players checking in the game here for Rolla. Easton Smith into the ball game. Also, Colton Petersmith, who we saw in the JV game. He's got a three-point shot. Make sure to watch out for that. Peter Smith, left wing, floats one up for Cook. Cook back on over to Brown. Lots of youth on the floor right now here for Rolla. Foster looking to go all the way in. Now to the right baseline. Going to dump it off on over to Easton Smith. Smith loses control of it. It's stolen by Waynesville. Waynesville, another steal here. Here comes Brooks. Going to be picked up by Peter Smith to the right wing. Leaps, throws it over to the left corner, over to Fowler. Here's Griffin. Big pump fake to the left elbow he goes. Going to try to throw it off here to Brooks. Ball ends up loose on the floor. Brooks going to pick it up just shy of the sideline and pass it away to Griffin. Griffin to the left corner. Here's Fowler. Fowler guarded by Smith. Excuse me, that's Foster. Dumps it off. Sapanzik going to be fouled. 2 free throws for Waynesville. Luther Sapanzik to the line this time. Set up by a nice pass there from Wayshawn Fowler. Having left baseline there. Snuck on through. Panzik's first free throw, no good. Nico foul back in the ballgame now for Waynesville. Also checking in for the first time, that'll be Desmond Jackson. Jackson we're seeing for the first time. Free throw away. Second free throw's good for Sapanzik. Sapanzik now, he's got 11. And the lead, 6, 37-31. John Papadakis back in the ballgame for the Bulldogs, and they'll inbound from the baseline. Brown up the right sideline, going to toss it off Papadakis. Top of the key, here's Foster. Foster, right elbow, shot up, rolls off the rim, hauled in by Brooks. Brooks going to come up the middle of the floor now, top of the key. Might he attack the basket here? Lost the dribble, picks it back up on the right block. Moving back toward the volleyball line, he'll bring it all the way back out to the corner. Under 2 minutes left to go in the third now. Brooks is going to be met here by, that's Peter Smith. So over to Fowler on the right side of the floor. Fowler going to the wing. To the right elbow now, picks up the dribble. In some trouble, stripped away, pulled up by Papadakis. Papadakis, top of the key. Right elbow now, picks up the dribble, back up top to Peter Smith. To the right wing, going to take the three. High arcing shot, too far. Rebounded though by Foster. And we'll have a whistle and a foul. Waynesville got him on the side of the head. It'll be 2 free throws here for Foster. Tell you what, Waynesville lucky there. That's not an and one opportunity. Foster, relatively open shot there on the block. Couldn't finish though. But was hit on the side of the head there. He'll be shooting 2. For Brooks, that's his second foul tonight. Foster sinks the first. Make that 9 for him now. So Elijah Griffin checks back in, replacing Fowler on the floor. Foster takes number 2. It's up and rattles out. No good. Brooks will haul in the rebound here. Runs into some contact here. Foul's going to be charged here on Brown. Ethan Brown will pick up number 2. We'll head back to the other side of the floor for a 1-and-1. So that'll be the team's 7th foul, which means we are shooting 1-and-1. Brooks will step up to the line to do the honors. First free throw is good. We'll get the back half. Brooks now 4 for 6 from the line here in this third quarter. The lead is 6, 38-32. Second free throw, also good here for Brooks. Make that 5 for 7 in the quarter. 39-32, 7-point Waynesville lead. 1:12 left to go in the third. Papadakis to the right wing, going to go to Foster. Timeout taken here by Rolla. Timeout taken here by the Bulldogs. Taken by head coach Mark Miller. We'll take ourselves a 30-second timeout to match them. Back in 30, you're listening to Waynesville Tiger Basketball, 97.9 The Source.
Gasco Sage Electric is owned by their consumer members who use their electricity and other services. They've been providing services to Camden, Marys, Miller, Phelps, and Pulaski counties since 1945. Much like electricity, Gasco Sage considers broadband internet to be an essential service, not just in the big cities, but right here in the rural communities they serve. They work hard at making a difference in the futures of the communities they serve. As a new G-Tech Fiber customer, you can soon be part of their high-speed fiber-to-home broadband network. Give them a call today, 573-759-7146.
Back to it here after the 30-second timeout. 39-32 our score. Waynesville leads by 7. 1:09 left to go in the third. It is Rolla basketball after the Rolla timeout. Connor Harbert here with you, 97.9 The Source. Foster going to take the inbounds pass. He'll come up to the right wing. Couple dribbles, back now to Brown. Screen set by Foster, trying to move to his left. Ball tipped, but into the hands of Papadakis. We'll bring it into the corner here. Waynesville going to back off. Here's a whistle, foul on the floor. Here charge of Waynesville. It'll be a foul picked up by Desmond Jackson, his first. Team third. Be Rolla to inbound here from the baseline. Peter Smith to inbound. He'll toss it in Papadakis. Papadakis, long pass down the floor. Almost stolen away by Waynesville. Instead, Rolla picks it back up. Foster in the right corner. Brings it out to the wing. Hands it off to Peter Smith. Peter Smith going to find a wide open Easton Smith. Can't finish the bunny. He'll dump it off here to Foster. Foster gets the bucket and the foul. Waynesville couldn't find the rebound after the missed bunny. They're going to pay for it here. Two points here for Foster and a chance to make it three. Foster's free throw on the way. Front of the rim, but falls through. He'll complete the N1 play. The lead's 4 once more, 39-35. Another new player in the ball game here. Jensen Thomas checking in for the Bulldogs. Takes the inbounds pass. He'll pass it on back to Fowler. Fowler going to bring it on over. He's going to go all the way into the basket here. Ends up in trouble. He'll travel with it. So Rolla basketball here on the baseline. 31.4 now on the clock. Now I'm going to dribble up the middle of the floor. Brings it up top of the key. Picks up the dribble. Now on over to Foster. Foster dumps it off here. Smith moving to his left. Attacking middle of the lane. Off the backboard and in. 39-37 now. 14 seconds left to go in the quarter. Griffin pass it off to Fowler. Floats one up here for Brooks. Now under 10 seconds left to go. Brooks going to be double teamed. Picks it up. Pass it off to Foul. Over to Sapanzik. Three-pointer to end the quarter's good. Foster going to chuck it up from 3 quarters. It bounces off the rim. Or should I say the roof, I should say. But Sapanzik gives Waynesville a 5-point lead here at the break. A big quarter for Luther Sapanzik. Caps it off with a 3-pointer. And again, the lead is 5. 42-37. Heading into our final 8 minutes of play. We'll take 60 seconds. We'll come back with that fourth quarter for you. You're listening to Tiger Basketball, 97.9 The Source.
Turn on the heat. Call AirServe Heating and Air in West Waynesville and get your existing system checked and serviced. If it's time to step up and get a new system, the Luxair high-performance heating and air equipment is top of the line. Luxair sets the standard year in and year out with new features and innovations in the industry and has since 1954. Your Luxair system is just a phone call away at AirServe Heating and Air at 433-3613 or stop by the office on Historic Route 66 in West Waynesville and ask about the Luxair Advantage. Mailbox It in St. Robert is now your complete shipping headquarters. Mailbox It is a UPS authorized shipping agent. They can ship your package UPS, accept UPS drop-offs, and can accept UPS returns with a shipping label. Add FedEx and the United States Postal Service, and why go anywhere else? Mailbox It is the go-to resource for packing, shipping, printing, and business service needs. Mailbox It is a copy, print, and document service center. They can even print your photos and canvases. Mailbox It, 213 Suite 3, St. Robert Boulevard.
Back here once more. Time for the fourth quarter. here at the Rolla High School Gymnasium. 42-37 our score. Waynesville, they lead by 5. Rolla to start with the basketball. Ball's inbound to Smith, standing in the right corner. He'll hand it off to Papadakis. Papadakis, your leading scorer tonight for the Bulldogs. He'll hand it off to Foster. Back beyond the volleyball line, over to Ethan Brown. Brown, three-pointer, top of the key to bring the lead back to 2. No good. Rebounded by Griffin. Griffin able to dribble through traffic as he brings it out to the right wing. Back to the half-court line he goes now. Can be double-teamed, able to throw it off to Fowler. Fowler dumps it off to Foul. Foul on the right block, it's good! Waynesville passes it around the double-team. Finds themselves a 2-on-1 situation underneath. Leads 7, 44-37. Still 7.5 minutes left to go. Three-pointer right wing, drained it. Vincent Thomas brings it back to 4. Thomas's first 3 of the game, 44-40 now. Here's Fowler, left wing, going to turn to his right, going all the way in. Layup, no good. Loose rebound here, going to be picked up by Foster. He'll find an outlet pass in over to Thomas. Now Brown, he'll bring it across half court. Foster now, top of the key, to the left side. Brown going to look for the 3. Front of the rim, no good on that one, but it's rebounded by Fowler. Fowler to Griffin, Griffin up the left sideline. Picked up by Thomas, but Griffin going to dribble inside to the left block here. Shot block for the whistle. I thought I heard a whistle, did I not? Rolla picks up the rebound. Did I not hear a whistle there? Papadakis, left baseline here. Layup is good. Also timeout taken here by Rolla. All right. I could have sworn there was a whistle after that block shot. Play just continued on, but we'll just continue on from here. 2-point advantage for Waynesville. 44-42, 6:25 left to go here in this fourth quarter. Rolla taking their first time out of the ball game. No, excuse me, their second time out of the ball game. They'll have 3 remaining. Waynesville, 4 timeouts remaining. Something to keep in mind as we move throughout the later stages of this one. Keyword, both teams, they still have several timeouts. So they could be in for a long fourth quarter if the current rather close ball game stays the trend. Will be Waynesville to inbound here from the baseline. Rolla looking for the full court pressure. Brooks to inbound. He'll toss it into Griffin. Griffin back on over to Fowler. Fowler back to Griffin. Griffin up the left sideline here. Brooks trying to dribble through Papadakis. He does. Trying to go inside to Foul, but it's tipped out of bounds. Stays here with Waynesville. Waynesville to inbound from underneath. Now going to take it in the right corner here. Hands it off over to Brooks. Brooks to the right wing. Looking to drive on Foster. Going through. Shot over the top of Foster. Got it to go. Shooting over the 6'8 Foster. Not an easy thing to do. Brooks now has 20. 46-42. Here's Brown off to the left corner. Thomas fading to his left, but makes the 3-pointer. Thomas back-to-back threes now. 46-45. Griffin across half court. Leads now 1. Griffin trying to get it over to Fowler. Comes up with it. Pass to the right wing. Foul. Back up top to Fowler once again. 5.5 minutes left to go now in this contest. Fowler top of the key to the right corner. Sapanzik. A dribble to Fowler. Fowler on over to Griffin. Griffin to the left wing here. Brooks. Couple dribbles. Takes the deep 3. Trying to match. Too hard. No good. Rebounded though by Foul. Foul working on the blocks. Puts it up and in. So Brooks misses the 3, but Foul is there for the rebound and the putback. That gives Waynesville a 3-point advantage. 48-45. It's a full timeout taken here by Waynesville. That'll be their second timeout of the ball game. They'll have 3 remaining. We're going to go ahead and take ourselves a 30-second timeout. We'll go ahead and take 30 here. Come right back. You're listening to Tiger Basketball, 97.9 The Source.
The trucks are coming in and coming in. Lowe Chevrolet in Waynesville has vehicles on the lot with your name on it. Stop by and check out the selection. Take your pick and drive off the lot today with a new or pre-owned vehicle of your choice. Lowe Chevrolet can help you with financing, service, and so much more. Serving the community you live in for over 30 years. Lowe Chevrolet, off I-44, exit 156 in Waynesville.
Coming back, still under timeout here in Rolla. 5:13 left to go in this contest. 48-45, Waynesville leads, but they lead by 3. We'll be rolling with the basketball when we come back. Don't forget about next broadcast. We'll take the weekend off. We'll come back on Monday. The Waynesville Lady Tigers back in action. Heading on down to Lebanon to face off against the Lady Yellow Jackets. Should be a good one. Should be a fun one. Of course, we'll have that one. I think it's a 7 o'clock start. Mission does not have a time, but I do believe my other sources say 7. Make sure you tune in 6:30 right here, 97.9 The Source. But again, it is Bulldog basketball. They can run baseline here as Waynesville ups the pressure. Ball's going to be simply inbounded, though, to Cameron Cooper as he comes up the right sideline. Getting hand in the face of shooters, I do believe. Here's Cooper trying to go through. Right baseline. Papadakis for the open 3 in the tie. Front of the rim, no good. Foster gets the rebound underneath. He kicks it out to the corner over to Cooper. So Rolla couldn't find the tying 3 there. Here comes Foster all the way in. Right block. Missed the shot. Rebounded by Foul. Finds an outlet here in Brooks. Brooks off to Fowler. Fowler lost it, but able to pick it back up. Toss it on over to Brooks. Brooks gets the offensive rebound. Shot up. Left-handed hook. No good. Fowler on the rebound. He misses the shot. On the rebound. Back the other way. A foul's going to be called here on Sapanzik. Hills incensed down there. He thought that was a foul on Rolla. But Sapanzik will pick up number 3. Team foul number 3. Team foul number 5. As Rolla inbounds it from the baseline. Still 48-45. 4.5 left to go in this one now. Cooper. Going to toss it off here to Brown. Brown met by Griffin. Screen set by Foster moving to his right. Papadakis looking for the tie now from the left wing. That's off the front of the rim. And Brooks is there for the rebound. Rolla getting open threes here at the moment, but fortunately for Waynesville, they're just not dropping. The last few tries anyway. We know they can make them. We've seen it happen. Brooks going to pass it off here. Sapanzik has it knocked away by Foster. He comes up with a steal. Bit of a lazy underhanded pass there. And Rolla has another chance at it. Brown dribbling left wing here. Whistle and a foul going to be called. Foul on the floor. That'll be team foul number 6. Rayshawn Fowler will pick up his first personal. And will inbound it here from the sideline. Starters on the floor right now for Waynesville. Cooper set to inbound from the sideline. Toss it in over to Thomas. Jensen Thomas a couple threes here in this quarter. Here's Foster right elbow, guarded by Brooks. He'll get it back on out to Thomas now. Thomas to the right wing, guarded now by Brooks. Trying to go wing to wing. Ball tipped by Fowler. Stays here with Rolla. Failed to mention it earlier. Packed house, by the way, tonight. My mic doesn't do the best at picking things up, but you might have heard him tonight. Here's Thomas looking for his third 3. Yes! Jensen Thomas back-to-back-to-back threes now. And we're all tied up at 48. Brooks with it, left wing. Guarded by Cooper, goes to the right side over to Sapanzik. Wing to wing, back to Fowler now. Fowler going to back it beyond the volleyball line. Waynesville very patient at the moment. Here's Foul once again. Guarded by by Foster, I should say. Now going to hand it off here, Brooks. Brooks looking to attack the basket. Shot over the top of Foster once again is good. Brooks got himself another 2. Here comes Brown back the other way. Whistle and a foul. Will be shooting 1-1. Now it's picked up by Elijah Griffin, and so Ethan Brown will head to the line. Chance to tie from the free throw line. So Brown, first trip to the line tonight. First free throw is good. We'll get the back half. As it stands, 1-point Waynesville lead. Brown looking for the tie. Second free throw is up and away. That one's also good. Tied up, 50 apiece. Griffin, Fowler now. Fowler back to Griffin. Moving it left to right, trying to cross half court. Pass down the floor. Foul going to haul it in just shy of the sideline. Bounce pass into Brooks. Brooks dumps it off. Sapanzik wide open on the left block for 2. Another dump underneath to Sapanzik. He's got 16. 52-50. 2.5 left to go now. Brown looking for the three in the lead. Front of the rim. Rebounded by Brooks. Brooks coming up the right sideline. Now going to center it. Dumps it underneath. Fowler lost it under the block. And it's going to be Rolla ball. Nice thought there by Brooks. Unfortunately, Fowler couldn't hang on to the pass. Bulldogs control it once again. Tigers lead by 2. Foster top of the key to the right side. Over to Thomas now. Standing on the left wing. Going to be picked up here. Pass back to Brown. Brown underneath. Papadakis left wide open. Still now going to try to go over to the right block. Should be a jump ball. And I think that's what we're going to get. That is the call. Where does the arrow point? Back toward Waynesville. Papadakis. Pump fake. Watched Brooks go by and then tried to go block to block over to Foster. Sapancic was there to put his hands on it. 2:04 left to go now in the ball game. Waynesville again still leading by 2. This one looking to be an all-time classic here tonight. Fowler up the sideline, going to be fouled. He'll head to the line, 1-1. Foul with the body here, so Fowler will shoot 1-1. Foul's on Jensen Thomas, his first. Fowler settling for his first, taking a shot, and it's good. 3-point lead now for Waynesville, 53-50. Make that 5-9 for Fowler. We just crossed the 8 o'clock hour. Glad you could join me here, 97.9 The Source. Fowler's second free throw is also good. Make it a 4-point ball game and a 2-possession ball game as well. So Fowler 6 points here tonight. Going to be a timeout taken here by Waynesville. This one is going to be a 30-second timeout. I do believe that was kind of a in-betweener there, but it is going to be a 30. We'll take 30 as well. You're listening to Tiger Basketball, 97.9 The Source.
Fall is in the air, but this family is in turmoil. Here's Mom, Dad, and even little Sally. Why are they upset? Well, there's the laundry, the dishes, the floors, the office, the yard work and PTA, the homework, soccer, and dance class. And nobody has time to cook a good meal. All right, family, now huddle up. Here's the plan.
Home Plate Grill of Dixon is not only the place to get a great home-cooked meal anytime, but you also get outstanding service that is quick and affordable. Home Plate Grill of Dixon, down-home comfort food and exceptional service that keeps you coming back again and again.
Coming out of the 30-second Waynesville timeout, they will have 2 timeouts remaining. 1:54 left to go here in this contest. Rolla controlling the basketball. Waynesville leading by 4. It's 54-50. Connor Harbin here with you, 97.9 The Source. What a ball game this has turned out to be. Here comes Rolla on the attack. Down to the free throw line. Foster out to Thomas, looking for another 3. That one's off the front of the rim. Who's got the rebound? Still loose on the floor. It's picked up by Fowler after everything's said and done. Fowler trying to go down the floor, lost it, picked up by Brooks. Brooks left side layup, left it long. Rebounded by Sapancic. Sapancic, he's got it for 2. Leads now 6, 56-50. Sapancic now 18 points. Layup back the other way. Blocked from behind by Brooks. But they're bucketing the foul here for Luke Foster. Foul's going to be charged here on Nico Foul. As Brooks blocked Papadakis from behind. But Foster was there on the follow-up. He got the bucket, and he can bring it back to 3 with this free throw. That would make it a 1-possession ball game. Here is said free throw, and it's good. Great block, but unfortunately the follow-up was there for Rolla. Here comes Griffin. Griffin passing up the sideline here. Sapancic finds Brooks. Brooks looking to attack the basket here. Dumps it off. Foul. Working on the right block. Pump fake. He's fouled. He'll head to the line for 2 now. Foul's going to be called on Jensen Thomas. Number 2 on him. Team foul number 9. This will be 2 free throws anyway, though. Foul was on the shot. Foul's first free throw, no good. Foul 1 for 2 from the line tonight. Second free throw now on the way. That one's good. So Foul makes it a 2-possession ball game once more. Leads 4, 57-53. Here comes Brown. Pass off to Foster. Foster picks up the dribble to Brown. Over to the left wing, Thomas. Thomas going to get around Griffin here, but gives it back outside. Here's Foster. Shot over Foul. No good. Rebounded by Sapancic. Under a minute to go now. Brooks spinning around to his right. Looking to cross. Behind his back. Out to the corner. Fowler for 3. Got it! A three-pointer. Lovely moves down. 53. Here comes Rolla once more on the attack. Foster, top of the key, has it stripped away, picked up by Fowler. He's fouled. We're heading to the line for two. So Fowler's going to be fouled here. He's heading to the line for two. Foul's the third on Brown. And Fowler, who just hit a huge three from the corner, can make the lead perhaps 8 or 9. It will be 2 free throws here. Waynesville is in the double bonus. We're going to clean up some sweat first before we get these 2 free throws. But what a sequence there for Waynesville. What moves shown by Tyreek Brooks down the floor. Spins around to his right to evade one defender, goes behind his back to go around another, and then hits a wide open Rayshawn Fowler in the right corner. It's the best assist I think we've seen all season. But does it translate into big points here for Waynesville? Rayshawn Fowler hits the first, making an 8-point lead, 61-53. And before we get free throw number 2, we're going to take a Waynesville timeout. Waynesville, they'll have 1 timeout remaining. This one is going to be a 60-second timeout. Waynesville leads by 8. We'll take 60 ourselves. You're listening to Tiger Basketball, 97.9 The Source.
Hi, this is Brad Shelton at the Marys County Bank. Every day, the Marys County Bank touches every corner of your life and supports you as you turn your life's goals into accomplishments. Whether it's purchasing your first car, opening a small business, buying a home, planning a wedding, or preparing for retirement. From your first car to a new life after retirement, the Marys County Bank is there for all your life's milestones with our full line of products. Stop by one of our 10 locations and see how the Marys County Bank can support your dreams. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Back here coming in after the timeout. Apologies. One of my stops ran, so apologies for the dead air there, but we come back to it here. We will have a second free throw upcoming here for Rayshawn Fowler, but as it stands, 45.6 seconds on the clock, 61-53 in favor of the Tigers of Waynesville. Looking for that 9th win of the season and looking to overcome what was previously a 26-point loss. I feel like that's getting lost in the shuffle here. Waynesville, what an improvement from the first meeting between these two teams. To even have a chance here to be leading by 8 with under a minute to go. But again, Rayshawn Fowler, he stands at the line, setting up for number 2. It's up and away. It's good. Make it a 9-point lead. Fowler, 4 for 4 from the line tonight. Here's Foster coming up quickly down the middle of the floor. Going to be met by Foul, looking to go all the way in. Whistle and a foul. Will be shooting 1-1. Nico Foul going to be charged for the foul here. 5 seconds, run off the clock. Excuse me, that'll be Foul's second. Foster stands at the line, shooting 1-1. Can only bring it back to 7. Foster does hit the first. So it does remain a 3-possession ball game on a make. 62-54 now. Colton Petersmith checks back in, replacing Thomas. Also checking in Aaron Cook here for Papadakis. Foster's second on the way. That one's no good. Rolls out. Rebounded by Brooks. Brooks under pressure here immediately as he's going to have the ball stripped away. But Waynesville's there to steal it right on back. Now we'll have a foul, and it'll be Rayshawn Fowler shooting 2. So we're going to go to the other side of the floor here. 2 free throws incoming for Fowler. So that'll be the 4th personal charge here to Ethan Brown. So Fowler back to the line here. Can make it 9, can make it 10. First free throw up and away. That one's good. Fowler now 5 for 5 here in this quarter from the line. John Papadakis and Cameron Cooper check back in. A double-digit lead with 32 seconds. That's what's on the line here. Can make it a 4-possession game. And I gotta say, that's a pretty big lead. Here's this second free throw. So good. Make it double digits, 64-54. Cooper, pass down the floor here. Papadakis hauls it in. Coming up, top of the key here. We're all going to look for a quick shot. They have to. And try to pass it on back over to Cooper. Cooper to the left side. Papadakis will take that shot. It's front of the rim. No good. Hauled in by Brooks. Brooks fouled. Back to the other side of the floor for two. So it's going to be Tyreek Brooks who takes the two now, as Waynesville's just really turned on the Jets in these final few minutes. Obviously, we've had the benefit of that lead, but you can see the smiles on the faces for Waynesville. This obviously has meant a lot to them. First free throw is good. Brooks now tonight make that 23 points for him. So we get a few substitutions here. Amari Terrell, Easton Smith, and Jensen Thomas all back in the game here. 65-54, 11-point lead. How about free throw number two? Up and away. And it's off the back of the rim, no good. Rebounded here by Rolla. Top of the key, here's Nick Shelton. He'll take the three. Over the top of Griffin, too far to the right, no good. Waynesville there with the rebound. Rolla will call it off. And so Waynesville, who lost by 26 the first time round, they will claim a double-digit victory of their own over the much-favored Rolla Bulldogs here tonight. What a win for Waynesville. Like I said at the top of the broadcast, what I said at the half, some wins just feel a little bit better than others. And I'd say this one, it feels pretty darn good. So we're going to go ahead and take ourselves a couple minutes. We're going to do what we always do. That does not change. But again, your final score, Waynesville 65, Rolla 54. Take 2 minutes, come right back. You're listening to Tiger Basketball, 97.9 The Source.
An independent company, family-owned and operated. That's Frisco Fuel LLC in Stoutland, bringing the fuel you need to the farm and the business to keep things running and the production moving forward. Frisco Fuel LLC is a fuel delivery service located on Keepsake Road in the Frisco Lee community of Stoutland. Their high-quality products, reliable, on-time deliveries, competitive prices, and friendly customer service set them apart from all the competition. And with 24/7 service, Frisco Fuel is there when you need them, and they're just a phone call away at 417-763-3835. When the fuel on the farm or your business is running low, call Frisco Fuel, and the delivery trucks will be on their way.
Role models are more important than ever in today's society. You can serve as a role model for others the next time you display good sportsmanship at a high school athletic event. Good sports are winners and are also vital to preserving our fine sports traditions. So the next time you attend a sporting event, remember to be a good sport and help rekindle the spirit of citizenship. This message has been brought to you by your friends at the Missouri State High School Activities Association and this local radio station.
Do it here once again at the Rolla High School Gymnasium. Waynesville continues to celebrate here on the floor, and I say let them. What a win here tonight for the Tigers of Waynesville. Come into Rolla and claim an 11-point victory. Got it done pretty much from the get-go here tonight. Traded a few leads in the first quarter, kind of had it a little bit in trouble there in the third, ended up being tied there for a moment, but we're able to pull away, we're able to keep control of the basketball, limited the turnovers, and eventually walk away again with the final score, 65-54. Again, Connor Harbin here with you, 97.9 The Source. I'm grinning from ear to ear myself. Like I said, this one just feels really, really good if you're a Waynesville faithful here tonight. But we go ahead and take a look at the individual scoring here tonight. We're going to go ahead and do what we always do. That does not change, win or lose, as Waynesville does improve to 9-13 on the year. And I'll tell you what, I forgot to do the book once again here. But fortunately, it's pretty simple to do Waynesville's book here tonight. We'll go ahead and take a look at the Tigers first. 8 points at the end of the first quarter, 23 there at the half, 42 after 3, and then 65, a 23-point fourth quarter here tonight to pull out the win. You had 3 scores in double digits. And I'll go ahead and say that's a huge factor in the win here tonight. When Waynesville has struggled, it's because you've only really had that one leading score. But tonight, 3 scores in double digits, and you had a few that were also knocking on the door there as well. So leading the way, Tyreek Brooks, what a ball game he had here tonight. Had a few nice assists here tonight as well. We don't really talk about assists here during these broadcasts because I don't really keep track of them. But what I can tell you just from the eye test, he racked them up here tonight. 23 total points. And again, a nice ball game working around that basketball. Luther Sapanzik, he had himself a nice ball game, able to sneak behind the Rolla basket Rolla defense, I guess I should say, several times here tonight. He finishes with 18 total points here in this one. And then one more score in double digits. Rayshawn Fowler hitting several free throws down the stretch. He comes through with 13 here in this one. 7 points from the field, and then again, perfect 6 for 6 from the line tonight. Nico Fau, he finishes with 8 points here tonight. And then Elijah Griffin, he comes through and finishes with 3 points of his own. Now we take a look here real briefly at Rolla. Like I said, we'll take a look at their total scores and just a couple of players that maybe found their way into double digits here tonight. 9 points at the end of the first quarter, then 18 points there at the half. They were really able to start scoring in the second half, but again, Waynesville was able to keep them at an arm's length. 37 at the end of the third quarter, and then 54, your final total for Rolla here tonight. Leading the way, I do believe, if my math is 100% correct, that would be John Papadakis. 9 points in the first quarter. Came out real hot. Papadakis did. Kind of cooled off in the second quarter, hit a couple threes in the third, and then had a shot in that fourth quarter. He finishes with 17 total points here tonight. He was joined in double digits by 2 other players. Luke Foster finishes with 16 tonight. And then Ethan Brown, the freshman, he had himself a pretty nice ball game here. Definitely one to watch for Rolla. He finishes with 10 here in this contest. Jensen Thomas, another freshman to watch out for. How about the shot for Thomas here tonight? Comes into the ball game. Did not see him until the fourth quarter. Immediately hits back-to-back threes. Enough to give me a little bit of pause there, but Thomas does finish with 9 points here tonight. And then you had one other score in the books. That'd be Easton Smith, who finishes with 2 here in this one. So again, Waynesville, they improved to 9-13 on the campaign. A nice turnaround after the loss to West Plains earlier on in the week. And Rolla, they will drop to 14-8 here on the season. Next up for Waynesville, like I said, Lady Tiger basketball next up for you. We'll be on the road on Monday. We're going to head down to Lebanon. Always love taking a trip to Lebanon. They got a few restaurants I like down there. So we'll, of course, bring you that action, the varsity contest, at about 7 o'clock or so. So in case we get started a little bit early, I'd recommend tuning in around 6:30 or so. And then on Tuesday, we're back to Waynesville, as Waynesville's got themselves a home game against the Lebanon Yellow Jackets. Should be a whole lot of fun. Really looking forward to those games against Lebanon next week. But I think that'll go ahead and do it for us here tonight. Of course, for Dan back in the studio and everyone else involved, I am Connor Harbert. Hope you enjoyed listening to this one as much as I enjoyed bringing it to you here tonight. Again, your final score, Waynesville 65, Rolla 54. Until next time, you've been listening to Waynesville Tiger Basketball right here on 97.9 The Source. Good night, everybody. Be good people.
You've been listening to Waynesville Lady Tiger and Tiger Basketball on 97.9 FM. Our games have been brought to you by Air Serv Heating and Air, the Marys County Bank, Mailbox It, Lowe's Chevrolet Memorial Chapels, Pepsi-Cola Bottling Company, Flo's 66 Diner, and Morris Ford, your shelter insurance agents, Dave Hollett in Richland and John Gregory in Crocker, and St. Robert Auto Supply. We hope you've enjoyed tonight's broadcast on 97.9 FM. See you next time with more Waynesville Tiger and Lady Tiger Basketball.